apologize ahead of time if I sound like a little girl. It's because I got a cold coming on, and yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I guess it's that time of year. But I've got some really exciting stuff today. If you can see this, I got some KYB B-Cord graphics I want to put on the forks. I've got this rear fender graphic and some new number plates. Those of you that have been following me have known that my number plates have had those scratches and dings in them ever since I bought the bike, and so I'm really excited to finally replace those. So I'm just like most people that watch my channel. I'm just a weekend warrior. I'm not sponsored. I don't ride crazy. I'm not a insane guy, and so I like to dress my bike up every once in a while, make it look good, and give it just a little bit of my own touch. So today I'm going to install these new side plates, rear graphic, and the fork graphics, and that will dress up the bike, make it look a little bit better, kind of update it a little bit. I think it needs it for sure. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my graphics. There's many different ways to do it out there, but I'm going to show you the quick way that I do it. Not that there's a right or a wrong way, but I'm going to show you the way I do it. So, oh yes, and one more thing, I do have this Achirby's mud flap for my shock. This protects your shock from getting mud, dirt, debris on it, everything like that. So I am going to install that also. As you can see right down in here, if I can get the camera to focus, this is just beat up. Look how floppy and loose it is. So okay, so the next step is going to be to go ahead and remove your old graphics. Luckily for me on this fender, I only have the 450F stickers on each side and then this Works Connection sticker, so it'll be super easy for me to remove them. But I would recommend, if you do not have one, to go ahead and get yourself a heat gun. These are really cheap. You can pick them up on Amazon for nothing. I will actually leave a link below of the one that I'm using. But what that does is that helps heat it up and makes it more pliable so the sticker doesn't want to break. And it should just peel right off, and I will go ahead and demonstrate that for you guys right now. Also, when you're installing your new graphics, the heat gun helps to again make the graphic pliable, and also gets the bubbles out. So when you're laying down your graphic, smoothing it out, sometimes you'll get bubbles in it, and the heat gun just helps with bubbles. It also makes it so that if you mess up, you can peel it off and reapply again. Pretty awesome tool to have. So once I get a corner up, I usually just keep the heat gun on it and just start to peel it away slowly. Alright, so as you can see, I've got all of the graphics off that were on it. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do is prep this surface so that we can put the graphics on. The oil on your hands will keep your graphics from sticking. You want to make sure that there's no oil residue, no soap, nothing like that from washing the bike. For me, I like to use the Yamalube Detailer, which is basically it's a cleaner and a polisher. And I use it after I wash the bike every time. So I'm gonna get some rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this fender down real quick. And once I'm done with that, then I'll go ahead, get my new graphics, line them up, and apply them, and I'll show you how to do that. Here's my new graphic. As you can see, it sits on this giant piece that Factory Effects cut out for this fender. Also come with a couple of little Factory Effects graphics. What I'm going to go ahead and do is, and I do this every time because I don't do graphics on my bikes very often, as you guys can tell. So when I do them, I like to make sure they're perfect when I'm done with them. So I'm going to go ahead. If you can see here, there's a little line where there's separation between the actual paper and the graphic itself. So you can see the brown paper underneath and the graphic. So I'm gonna go ahead, take some scissors, and I like to just cut this out. That way I can go ahead and lay the graphic on there and see exactly how it's fitting. Guys that have done graphics, you know, all the time, over and over again, or that ride a lot and have to replace them quite often, they know about how they fit. I just like to check them and go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them out, and then we'll go ahead and test fit them and see how they look. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, I've already sized this up, I know where it's gonna fit. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna heat my plastics up, just get them a little more pliable, and then, because right now, see, I mean, it's like 60 degrees out here and they don't want to bend at all. So by doing that, that allows them to bend. I'm also gonna heat this up too, which, you know, two warmer surfaces, you're gonna have more bond, obviously. So if you don't do it often, like I don't do it often, just take your time. Those, like I said, those guys that do it all the time, they kill it at this. They can just install a whole bike in an hour, no problem. Graphics done. For me, this may take me 30 minutes just to do this one graphic, but I'm cool with it. Okay, just gonna go ahead and start working my way back, just using my fingers to rub it, and now I'm into that groove. So this is where the heat gun is gonna do some amazing things for me. Alright, as you can see, it turned out pretty good. I do have a couple of bubbles in it, nothing crazy, but man, I think it looks really good. It really dresses the bike up a lot more. So I can't wait to get the ones on the front forks on, and then get the new number plates on. It's gonna be sweet. Okay, real quick guys, before you install your new number plates, if you look on the back of this, right here and right here, I have these bushings that are in the plastics. These are steel bushings so that you don't end up running your screw or your bolt, my mistake, through your plastics themselves. It actually contacts the steel. So do not forget to put those on, or else nothing's gonna fit. Well guys, I hope you liked the video. The graphic install was pretty good. I think it makes the bike look a lot better. I'll throw some B-roll up right now of it, but yeah, it was a successful job. I really don't like installing graphics, but I mean, it is what it is. It's some of those jobs that you're just like, nah, I don't like it. Other jobs you don't mind doing, you could do it all day long. So anyway, I'm gonna go inside, watch Zach Osborne wrap up this motocross title. And yeah, if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.